Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it.
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, 30 base. 51.
I'm trying to collect.
Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Hey, Sam off.
On first down, Bradshaw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
60 or. 22 jet bomber. Rock it. Ready.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
First down.
Off the play fake. Bradshaw. He's going to air one out. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain. Of about 5.
Number 25, the ball carrier. He's taking down at the 50-yard line. 5 yards from the play. And it's third down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Check 9.
Tight dog. Hey, I-7. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Rush in.
On first down, it's Taylor. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Here is
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Go on, go on.
Taylor.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Plant. You better bring it. Slam, slam, slam. Get it.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They turn to Taylor on 4th, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Set, ready? 18 Gators. Leo, shoot.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 50. Jim.
Now it's Tomlinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Under 10, 10.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Get it.
The give to Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got you. Look at me. Score. Score.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Go.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 25 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, stand off. Ready?
On 3rd down, Bradshaw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here is Young. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On second down, Tomlinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On third down, Tomlinson, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Bradshaw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception, Young. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
Ready. We ain't giving up nothing today. Trip. You got trip. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ready.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go. 10-2 soft.
Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Chopper!
Switch. Watch out.
Now.
On first down, Tomlinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Off the play fake, Bradshaw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Protein spill. Get it.
Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Team 6.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is Tomlinson. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Gay's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Complete to Newsom. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, lock it. Switch.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And he comes back with one complete. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off-play action. Bradshaw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. On 4th down, Bradshaw. He sets to, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
90, wolf. 58, right there. Hey, we got to get this stop here, dude. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Delta. Fire.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Colts on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
61, match box, light.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. On second down now, Tomlinson, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Colts on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run. Tomlinson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
On 4th down, Bradshaw. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Rock it. SOS.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Ready.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hard.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's fielded at the 34. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he's got some space here. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Point after here coming up. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Next the score, Jaguars 34, Colts 5.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To throw on 3rd down, Bradshaw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run with Taylor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Jacksonville, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis,